Stress is a normal part of our lives affecting people of all ages. It can be in response to trying to keep up with the fast pace and demands of our lives, but it's also an additional part of living with long-term health conditions that are associated with high levels of pain, tiredness and variability. Not knowing how we're going to feel from day to day and having to live with uncertainty increases the stress we experience. When we are stressed or in pain, the muscles in our bodies tense up, and this tension can cause uncomfortable feelings such as headaches, backache, or a tight chest. If we find ourselves in stressful situations, we may notice other changes, such as our heart beginning to beat faster and our breathing becoming more shallow. By developing an awareness of these things, relaxation helps us to notice how our bodies react to stress and pain and teaches us skills which will reduce their impact. There's no single way of coping with stress, as we are all different, but there are a number of techniques that we can learn to help us to lead a more balanced life. Relaxation is the body's natural way of calming down physically and emotionally. It's a skill that we can all develop, and regular use of relaxation can help to reduce fatigue, improve sleep, and cope with and manage pain. However, like any new skill, it needs to be developed and practiced. When you're learning relaxation, if possible, try to practice for about half an hour a day. At first you'll find that you need to concentrate on what you're doing, but as you get more skilled it will become second nature and you'll do the exercises automatically. Don't worry whether you're doing everything correctly. Never try, just do. At first you may find it difficult to stop thinking about the day-to-day things that usually fill your mind, but as you practice you'll find it easier to focus on your body and the relaxation. When you're practicing relaxation, this is not a time when you should feel guilty, but a time you should value. You will never learn to relax if you're feeling guilty about sitting down and focusing on yourself, or thinking about all the things you should be doing, or worrying about what the members of the family think. Realize how enjoyable relaxation is. Enjoy this time of peace and quiet, and give it to yourself as a gift. This CD contains a variety of different techniques, some of which are to help with specific situations such as getting to sleep or responding to situations when you're feeling anxious. Each technique varies in the time needed to practice it. Some of the exercises are short, taking just a few minutes, and others take up to about half an hour. Over time, try the different exercises and choose the ones which you find help you the most. It's important to create the right environment. If possible, plan to set aside a specific time to practice. If you can, choose a quiet place and let the rest of the family know what you're doing. If you think that they may keep coming in and out of the room, ask them to give you a little space. You may want to switch on your answer phone and turn the ringtone down on the phone. Don't plan to do your relaxation just before you're due to leave the house or have other pressing engagements, as you'll be unable to concentrate and you'll get concerned over watching the clock. It's impossible to relax if you're too hot or cold, so make sure you're at a comfortable temperature. Also, your body temperature can drop when you're relaxed, so you may find it more comfortable to wrap yourself up in a blanket. Avoid practicing when you're hungry or after you've just eaten. You may think that relaxation is something that can only be done lying down in a quiet place, but as you work through the CD, you'll find that some of the exercises can be done even in a busy place like a supermarket if you feel you're getting stressed or anxious. When you've finished your relaxation, ease yourself back into the day. Relaxation leaves your muscles softened, and it's important to be gentle when bringing them back into action. Don't jump up and spring into action. Try to enjoy the feeling for as long as possible and do gentle activities following your relaxation. There are some important things to avoid. Never play the CD whilst driving. Also, never use it when full concentration is required, for example when you're operating machinery. If you have any health concerns about using any of the exercises described in the CD, you are advised to discuss them with a health professional before using them.